Hello everyone, welcome back to Grimm's Garage, and today on recent Diecast pickups, unfortunately we don't have too much here to look at, but we do have some interesting items. We've got 2 Greenlight, 1 Johnny, 1 M2, kind of 2, and a JADA. But since I don't have much to show here today, I will compare these with ones I already have. So without further ado, we're going to get right into this. And from the Greenlight HD Truck Series, we have a 73 Winnebago Chieftain. And a beautiful fire department theme. Juliet Fire Department Command Unit. Very beautiful. I love RVs, and I love cross-themed vehicles, like vehicles for police, fire, rescue, EMS, that normally you wouldn't associate with those. Oh, I'm liking the fact that the windows are almost see-through. I really am liking that. You can almost see through this. Yeah, this is a beautiful model. Mostly metal. A lot of delicate plastic pieces hanging off of it, to be honest with you. I do have one of these already. And that is gorgeous. And as stated, I do have one other one. Same model, but this one's got some added damaged details because this is supposed to be Dale's Winnebago, from the television series The Walking Dead. So for the first couple seasons, there was a character named Dale that owned an RV, and it was very useful to them. This actually has porch furniture for the roof, as they did in the show. Little umbrella. We also got a couple lawn chairs. So they keep a lookout for the zombies. Let's take a look at this. JADA, G.I. Joe, Duke, and Vamp. I'll be honest with you, I don't remember what Vamp stands for. It is an acronym. Sorry, I'm not that big of a fan to recall. Glad to have this today. I do already own that. I'll show that off. I forgot all about that until seeing the back of this, and I would really like to see this. I've never seen this in the wild. These two are all over the place in my area. But without further ado, let's get that guy open. Oh, added some more tape to these packages. Darn packages are taped from both sides. You gotta get the whole thing open. There we go. Looks like Duke's just taped onto there. course, we've got a screw or two for the vehicle. Alright, got some horrible rubber bands to take off. And here we are. Seems to me that all the green you see, other than the back compartment here in the gun turret, all the green here is metal. The black base is plastic. Up and down and side to side movement on that gun turret. Very cool. Let's see, first aid kit. Very cool. And he came with a little die-cast Duke. Not bad. Although with all these little things, I get them making them little standy figures, but I'd rather them be cockpit figures. Like this one here. We got Destro. Oop, very loud on the class table. Destro from Cobra. It came with the HISS, H-I-S-S, again an acronym I unfortunately don't recall the meaning of. But it has rotating turret. In fact, it straight up comes off. And an opening cockpit. That's why, again, I wish they just made sitting figures that you can remove. The fact that they can remove them is fun enough. I'd rather them just sit in the vehicle. Even though it's supposed to be treaded, it does have at least rubber tires underneath to give it a smooth roll. So we've got one more G.I. Joe to add to that collection. Now, the Greenlight 74 Volkswagen Type 181, The Thing. This one from American Pickers History Channel series. Honestly, I really don't give a crud about that. I'm just interested in the model. So, let's get that out of there. This must be like a barn find situation, obviously. American Pickers. Tops on there pretty good. Nice little detailed engine in there. It's not too shabby. I do have two other of this model from Greenlight. First one being from the Black Bandit series. Essentially, this is exactly the same model, but restored and blacked out. And I've got one convertible version, which I don't recall what the series came from. For some reason, I want to think it's the Pawn Stars. Forgot to show you the trunk on the other one, but they all open. Same little engine inside. Yeah, I want to say this came from the Pawn Stars series. Just a little plastic piece there. On to a Johnny Lightning. This is a new one for me. The Munsters Dragula. Which, I gotta say, I get it. I know it's supposed to be hokey, but the new Rob Zombie movie was childishly hokey. I guess he was catching the original spirit of the show, but I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. It doesn't transfer to nowadays. But it was cool to see some extra lore. See, pretty much a prequel to the television series. So you got to know how they became a family. But here we have the Dragula. The organ pipe exhaust. Casket body. Funeral lanterns for headlights. Tombstone grill. An open cockpit. Amazing. Even a Dragula tempo on the back of the glass. Very cool. Real rubber tires, tempoing on the tires. Fortunately, it says Trivial Pursuit. But, hey, awesome anyway. Of course, those always come with a little poker chip. And a Trivial Pursuit card, which you can pause on that if you're interested. And then the answers. Alright, that leaves us down to one package to open. But I've got a number of these to show off from my collection as well, if you're interested. This one's labeled a GMC, but you know the Chevy and GMC items are all like interchangeable. Same models, just different name tag. '73 GMC Sierra 3500, which is a very first for me. I don't have a 3500. Paired with a '73 GMC Jimmy Sierra, which I have a number of this model casting, but they're all labeled as Chevy. But we all know they're all the same thing casting. Same model. So I'll show the rest of them off. Find it quite funny that there's already cat hair on it. Just opened. How'd that happen? Sorry about that, folks. I had to pause for a moment, and while I did so, I went ahead and unscrewed everything, because you don't want to watch me screwing around for 10 minutes. Got a nice opening hood. Don't want to try to force it too much, but nice orange Chevy engine under there. Nice orange stripe all the way around. It's my horrible realization. The cab was taped on. I didn't think anybody would be using tape anymore these days, so there's some adhesive on the top of this cab on both sides I'll have to remove. It looks like they also might have used this model for probably a tow truck. Probably some tow truck rig equipment missing. Maybe a fifth wheel. Got a hitch on it, obviously. It came with the trailer. But yeah, first for me. Pretty nice, I'd say. So it came with this guy. Take a look at the trailer first. I think I've got one of these already. Pretty simple, but at least it's all metal mostly, other than the tiny little details. Like the wheel chocks and the stand. But here's the actual GMC Jimmy, which we all know is no different than a Chevy K5 Blazer. Engine in there, just doesn't happen to be orange. Nice rims. It's got that nice removable top. It's always fun when you got multiples of these and you can swap the tops around. Well, yeah, there's our Fanta Jimmy. And since that, here's the only other lowered version of that I have, although it's labeled Chevy. Pardon the fuzz. Lunati Black Magic parts. That was a multi-piece set as well. Came with a Chevy C60 COE. And other K5s. I have 4 more, but they happen to be the jacked up style, which is the same casting, but they do use a different base for the suspension. Otherwise, same casting. Orange engine, movable top. Beautiful. Simple but striking. So I have a blue one. Of course, they all have the opening orange engine hood. Gorgeous. We have the purple grape Fanta. And last but not least, we've got a Coca-Cola, which adds snow shovel on the front of this model. So that's a nice added feature. And with that, thank you for joining me today. Please like and subscribe. Please know you are all much appreciated. I hope you'll join me again soon. And thank you for joining me tonight.